Good morning. Welcome back to Great Lakes Scrapbook Events Central Command. If we've never met before, my name is Kate Griswold and I'm the producer here at Great Lakes Scrapbook Events. We put on events large and small in Michigan and Ohio, and today we are turning up the volume at the Virtual Online Learning Ultimate Mega Event. If you've attended a few or a lot of our volume events, this video will be a review, or if you watched the video last night, I'm really going to review a lot of the same things again. But if this is your first volume and your first time tuning in, welcome. We are super glad to have you. You'll find this video really helpful because I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks about how the event will work and how to get the most out of it. I'm excited to welcome you back to our first volume event of 2024 with the theme Celebrations, and we're celebrating all kinds of things this weekend. So if you joined us yesterday, I hope you enjoyed all of the presentations, but if you're just joining us today, we have another great day planned for you. And you can still go back and watch all of yesterday's videos if you want. A lot of people do replays. So if you can hear me, click the heart to let me know you're out there, and comment and tell me where you're watching from, even if you're watching this later, because those are my favorite comments of the whole event. So be sure and let me know where you're tuning in from. Hi. So here's how the virtual event will work today. As I always say, for your best experience, you want to watch and comment on the videos in the Volume Facebook group. All of the videos will air on Facebook, and some, those that have been pre-recorded, will be simulcast on YouTube. If you would like to, we would welcome to have you subscribe to the YouTube channel. At the scheduled times, each vendor's live video will begin. We published a schedule a couple of weeks ago, and in a minute I'm going to tell you how to find it if you didn't see it then. So those that are truly live will show as if they're coming from the vendors, whereas those that are pre-recorded but broadcast live are going to say that they're coming from me. All of the pre-recorded videos will be simulcast on YouTube, and the live ones will just be on Facebook, but all of the videos are saved and viewable later. If you need to pop over to another video, go to the bathroom, get a snack, whatever, go ahead, because you can always catch up later. So when you're watching the videos, be sure to let the vendors know you're out there. Click hearts and smiley faces, comment. Some vendors will reward you for commenting during their actual presentation period. So it's a good idea to be interactive. They love to answer your questions. So be sure and light up their comments. So here's where I normally talk about the featured post at the top of the page. Except Facebook changed things like in the last 30 days. So the featured post is still there, but the way I used to utilize it, where I would put live links to everything in there, is no longer working. I've been adding the links and none of them were live. So I copied all of that into a blog post where I could make the links live. And now the featured post literally just is a link over to that blog post with all of the links to everything. So I'm calling that the information hub. So the featured post will take you to the February information hub. That's my workaround. So that's the bad news about Facebook changes. In a minute, I'm going to tell you about the good news of Facebook changes. So if you go to that information hub, there is a video that will guide you through like how Facebook groups works. And it'll also walk you through all of the links. Now it is an old video and it's talking as if that featured post was in the group, and instead now it's on the blog post, but the information is still pretty valid. I'm hoping to get that updated before our next event. This happened so recently that I really just made that change this morning, and I just haven't had time to re-record a video with the new process, the new thing, but it's still a helpful video no matter what. So a link to that will remain as the primary featured post for February celebrations all weekend long, so that you can easily refer back to it and the links that are in it. It will have a link to the schedule. It will have a link to a bunch of tips, which are similar to what I'm talking about here. It'll have a link to shopping, which is all of the show specials, and links to all of the websites to shop those show specials for all of the presenters. There's a link out there to the prizes. We published that last night. So if you haven't already entered the prize drawings, you can go find that link, and the instructions of how to enter are on the images in that link. It's an album of photos of the prizes. So all the instructions are out there. And there's also a link to all of the vendors, so that if for any reason you need to contact one of our participating vendors after the event is over, there's all of their contact information, telephone number, email, all of that information that you need to be able to get a hold of them. And finally, a link to order the souvenir tees. Now, I mentioned last night that we had a glitch and the tees for 2024 did not come out in time. I didn't even get one yet. So we are taking orders, and hopefully, well, I know we'll have them by the next event. The next event's not until August, but you can still get them. But as a throwback, I'm wearing the original, the OG volume t-shirt. This is from the original pandemic-inspired volume events. We did the first one without a shirt, and people said, you should do a shirt. We would buy a shirt. And so we did a shirt. So this is the original. They come in both V-neck and crew neck. They're very soft, ring-spun cotton. If you watched the prize video last night, I give you a tip about sizing and how to order sizes. So if you want to know that tip, watch that video if you didn't watch us last night. So the featured post also used to always have a link to the currently airing video, but it no longer does because of that link. The links won't go live anymore. It's like I can only have one link in the featured post. And right now it's linking to the blog post with all the links. But here's the change that Facebook made that's a good thing. So I discovered that as the group moderator, I can control the order that the posts display for you. I can create a default sort. So I used to always tell you go in and sort by new posts because it was always coming up with newest activity was the default. No more. The default now is new posts. So hopefully any new videos that start will come up in the top few posts. I can't imagine they'd be more than a half a dozen posts down. So if you're not seeing the video, refresh. It should pop up. You can also, if you're on a laptop, there's a tab called Media. If you click that, then there's a spot called Videos, and then all new videos pop into that Videos folder. That particular folder only seems to be available on laptops, not on your phone or your iPad. So, all the videos are archived, so you'll still be able to see the video later, even if you can't locate it right at the start time. But it should just come up now in that new posts. If you've turned on notifications, it should notify you, but Facebook sometimes notifies you and sometimes doesn't, and I don't know why. One note is we do still occasionally have technical difficulties. We can't control power outages. We can't control Wi-Fi outages. That stuff still happens. Especially, we all know, first world problems. We rely on all of this technology and sometimes it just doesn't work. So, if and when that happens, we will be spending the first 5 minutes frantically trying to figure out if there's some way we can get things going. And usually by the time 5 minutes has passed, we know one way or the other. Either we'll have gotten the video started and it'll be a couple minutes late, but no big deal. Or we'll hit that 5 minute mark and we'll have to make a call of some sort. And if we hit that 5 minute mark, I will post. So you won't see the video, but you'll see a post from me that explains what's going on. And in cases where it's really bad, we will have to reschedule the broadcast. Thankfully, that hasn't happened a lot, but when it does, we do that. So just keep an eye on the feed, the group feed. Again, refresh it to see new posts, and it will keep you informed. The prizes were revealed last night after the final presentation, and entries are open until 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So go ahead and enter to win any one or all of the prizes. Instructions are in the album to tell you how to do that. Be sure and put all of our 2024 in-person show dates on your calendar. March 22nd and 23rd in Columbus, and May 9 through 11 in Novi. And if you haven't already, be sure to go to our website, scroll down any page. At the bottom, like on the right, there's a place to sign up for our email newsletter, because we will keep you informed about all of our upcoming events with those newsletters. And we're not crazy with the amount of newsletters we send. We are into our busy season. As we come into show season, you'll get a newsletter about once a week. But in the off season, you get a newsletter maybe once a month. We don't bombard you with information all the time. We try to keep it to what you need. So that we're a useful subscription, and you're not just constantly seeing our stuff. So we try to be useful. And Columbus registration is now open. It opened Thursday night. So If you're thinking about coming to Columbus, go ahead and get registered and have a wonderful day. You still have a few minutes before the first vendor video starts at 9:15. So take a second to check out that featured post, which is now on the blog. And like I said, there's a link to the video, which is helpful, even though it's a little outdated. And if you still have time after that, invite